Of course, I talked to you and Charles and Kenny later that afternoon, but then I saw that you had gotten a text from Kobe that morning, or Sharif had gotten one. How have you been over the last 48 hours, man?
Well, as you know, it's already been the last couple months been really tough. Lost my little sister. Haven't been sleeping. Haven't been doing the normal things I usually do. I work, we laugh, we kid, we joke. When I get back home and look at reality and say she's gone, it just hurts. So the other day I'm downstairs working out with my son Shakir and my nephew Columbus. And my other nephew comes in crying and he shows me his phone. And I snapped at him. I said, man, get that out of my face. Just get it away from me. You know, we live in a world where anything could be photoshopped, anything could be hoaxed. I didn't want to believe it. And then I got the call from you, Charles, Kenny, everybody called me. And then we found out it was confirmed. And haven't felt the pain that sharp in a while. 47 years old, lost two grandmothers, lost a Sarge, lost my sister, and now I lost a little brother. Our names will be attached together for what we did. People always ask about our relationship, and I tell them it's just like me and Charles. You got two strong-minded people that are going to get it done their way. You're going to say certain things. The respect will never be lost. But when it comes to be inside the lines and win, that's what me and him, that's what we did. That's what me and Charles, that's what we do. It was sort of like a triple stabbing to the heart, because after you cry and wonder about that, then I get back on the internet, Rick Fox is on the plane. So now I'm sick even more. I'm calling Rick, he's not answering. So now I'm like, what's going on? And then the final blow, his lovely daughter was with him on the helicopter. You know, every time I saw his lovely wife and his kids, same thing I do with Kenny's kids and D-Wade's kids. Hi, my name is Uncle Shaq. I don't know if they know me as a basketball player. It doesn't matter. Hi, I'm Uncle Shaq. I try to make him laugh. And he would do the same thing. Sharif called me devastated and said, Kobe, just text me to check and see how he's doing. And he used to do that from time to time. You know, it just makes me think that in life, sometimes instead of holding back certain things, we should just do.
D-Wade.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Okay, go.
We up here, we work a lot. And I think a lot of times we take stuff for granted. Like, I don't talk to you guys as much as I need to. The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And with the loss of my father, my sister, and my thing, that's the only thing I wish I could just say something to him. Again, last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to get 50 and he got 60. It's the last time I spoke to him. And I just wish I could have, you know, so it definitely changes me. I have to, because I work a lot. You guys know what I do. I work probably more than the average guy, but I just really have to now just take time and just call and say, I love you. Rick Fox finally called me and said, man, I love you. B. Shaw called me. So I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people rather than always procrastinating, because you never know. Life is too short. I could never imagine nothing like this. I was thinking the other day, I've never seen anything like this. All the basketball idols that I grew up, I see them. They're old. Like I used to be at home when you came to interview me, Ernie. I used to watch the great round and rebound. Now I'm working with him. I used to want to be Dr. J. He used to live next door to my mother in Orlando. My father used to tell me about the three great big men. I met them. I seen them. And the fact that we lost probably the world's greatest Laker, world's greatest basketball player, is just, listen, people are going to say, take your time and get better, but it's going to be hard for me. I already don't sleep anyway, so. But I'll figure it out. My condolence goes out to his family, his mom, his dad, his sisters, the other families, everybody involved. Laker organization, I talked to Jeannie and Linda, and people here are hurting, especially in this organization. You know, some people have to get treatment, and some people just don't understand, because it hit all of us out of nowhere. I didn't want to believe it. I said to myself, I hope some butt-face made this up, and it's not true. I didn't want to believe it. But then after getting all the calls, and then you finally was concerned, it just, you know, my spirit just left my body. I just wish I could be able to say one last thing to the people that we lost, because you know, once you're gone forever, and you know, we should never take stuff like that for granted.
In LA, multiple championships before they both became too big and too headstrong and couldn't be on the same roster. But the Alpha Males eventually worked things out, as they do. In the wake of yesterday, I guess it would all seem sort of petty right now. Shaq tonight finally able to speak on Kobe's death.
I'm working out with Shakira. I didn't want to believe it. And then everybody's calling me. Is that true? Is it true? So I'm like, it must not be a hoax, because now the whole world knows this information. So now I'm saying, please don't be true. Please don't be true. Please don't be true. And I'm watching, and then you get the confirmation. And sad enough, when you hear his daughter's with him. I didn't do anything. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept. I'm looking at all the tapes. The only thing that saddens me is I'm not going to be there. He's not going to be here when he walks into the Hall of Fame. I was just thinking about who's he going to call up to bring him in? Who's going to give a speech? Is he going to call me? Is he going to call Mike? Who? Now, that's not going to happen.
Kobe and Shaq certainly had quite the run together. Made the NBA Finals in 4 of their 8 seasons together in LA. 3 championships. Helped usher in a new era of NBA basketball after Michael Jordan's retirement. Duo also helped lead the Lakers to the best winning percentage in the 8 seasons that they played together.
Part of Kobe's unique NBA stardom was the international flair and flavor he brought to the NBA as a bilinguist, a childhood resident of Italy from age 6 to 13. His dad played pro ball there, Joe, and an NBA hero to teenagers like Luka Doncic. Just 29 days ago, Mavericks visiting LA. Kobe is with daughter Gigi right there, courtside. And check this out. Third quarter, Doncic turns around. He hears someone say something, and oh, it's Kobe. And he turns around and look at the look on his daughter's face. Such a beautiful moment. Here's Luka on the moment and what Kobe said.
He was talking, so I was like, he was talking my language, and I saw Kobe, and I was like really surprised.
What did he say?
I can't say that. I can say that.
Too many curse words or what?
I don't know. It was like somebody was talking to me, and I turned around, and I was like, I saw Kobe. I was like, what is going on? I was surprised. I was shocked.
How's his accent?
Great.
Such a cool moment. Then after the game, listen in as Kobe introduces Luka to his daughter Gigi. Beautiful manners from his daughter there. After the introduction, Kobe made sure to capture a picture, and you see all the other cameras coming out as well. This is a Getty image here of Kobe taking the picture. What a beautiful shot. Gigi and Luka posing together again less than a month ago.
A relentless approach to a game he dearly loved.
Mavericks and Thunder tonight trying to concentrate on the basketball work at hand. That's difficult for sure. Luka emotional before tip, wearing Kobe sneakers with all the victims' names written on them, 8 in all. Mark Cuban says no Maverick now will ever wear 24 again, and has become commonplace across the NBA. It will take an 8-second violation. They're still causing turnovers. Third quarter, Mavs are up 13. Doncic. That's
a lot, man. You know, him and LeBron, you know, for me were the guys that I play basketball. You know, I look up to them, and that's why I got motivated by for playing basketball. You know, just really hard.
Luka, what will you remember most about him? What will you miss most about Kobe?
Everything. Obviously, that one time about a month ago in Staples, you know, when he talked to me, you know, it was just something special. I was just looking forward to more of those moments. You know, I was really excited. After the game, I said, you know, it was something special. You know, Kobe knows your name, know who you are. It's just something amazing, and I was looking forward to more moments like that with him. It was very emotional. I broke down after the first quarter. That's when it really hit me. You know, that was moment. And it was really hard to play today for me.
just small touching moments of that charisma, and yet impactful and lasting. As it was yesterday, it was tonight, and will be in the coming days. Brian honored, remembered in gyms around the NBA. Coach Spoelstra there in Miami. Blake Griffin there in the Pistons game. In Chicago, Zach LaVine, the Bulls, took a moment silent.
Hard work, I feel like that was one of the biggest things that he instilled in me, was his hard work, and I try to bring that to my game, and his passion for the game, how ruthless he was and as a competitor. But it was more than that, you know, as a basketball player, but, you know, he was a father. You know, there was more families on there, and it's just terrible what happened, man. And you know, it's just such a loss in so many different ways.
I'm absolutely devastated, but my heart.
On Kobe Bryant just over an hour ago on Instagram. I'm not ready, but here I go. Man, I'm sitting here trying to write something for this post, but every time I try to begin, crying again just thinking about you, niece Gigi, and the friendship, bond, brotherhood we had. I'd literally just heard your voice Sunday morning before I left Philly to head back to LA. Didn't think for one bit in a million years that would be the last conversation we'd have. I'm heartbroken and devastated, my brother. Man, I love you, big bro. My heart goes to Vanessa and the kids. I promise you I'll continue your legacy. You mean so much to us here, especially Laker Nation, and it's my responsibility to put this on my back and keep it going. Please give me the strength from the heavens above and watch over me. I got us here. There's so much more I want to say, but just can't right now because I can't get through it. Until we meet again, my brother. The final image he posted was Kobe's tweet to LeBron on Saturday. Welcome to the latest SportsCenter. John Butchergross and John Anderson. The sudden and tragic death of 41-year-old Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna Bryant was still in the heavy hearts and confused minds of many today. The father and daughter forever young and forever linked with the heartbreaking query of what could have been.
For many, it is all still too much. Just getting through the day, that's the struggle. The idea of basketball isn't possible, which is why the Lakers won't play tomorrow night at home against the Clippers. Certainly activity at Staples Center, as you take a live look there right now, see people. If you look, there's giant boards there hidden just behind that banner where people are signing and leaving their thoughts. The NBA postponing the game between LA's teams at the Lakers' request. There's grief to deal with, mourning to be done, profoundly sad arrangements to be made. Practice canceled today, as you might expect. Rescheduling Tuesday's game, that's also for another day.
Father and daughter courtside in Brooklyn, talking ball, smiling, edging close. That's an image for the ages 2 now. The last line of Adrian Wojnarowski's ESPN.com piece on Kobe. Woj, not only the best newsbreaker, but also the best basketball writer. Extraordinary piece. Please go read it. Kobe, why did the NBA, Adrian, why did the NBA postpone tomorrow's Laker-Clipper game at the Staples Center?
The Lakers asked them to and told them that as an organization, they needed more time before they could put on a game, host a game of that emotional magnitude at Staples. The Clippers acquiesced. They went along with it. And so Friday night on ESPN, Blazers, Lakers, that's when they'll make their return to the court in the aftermath of Kobe's passing.
Okay. Adrian Wojnarowski on the very latest, as again, the Clippers and Lakers postpone tomorrow's game, their first game after the tragic death Friday on ESPN.
Lakers organization finally putting to words all that has been trying to comprehend and process and deal with through the last 48 hours. From celebrating LeBron James passing Kobe on the NBA's all-time scoring list Saturday night to Bryant's death Sunday morning. They write, the Los Angeles Lakers would like to thank all of you for the tremendous outpouring of support and condolences. This is a very difficult time for all of us. We continue to support the Bryant family and will share more information as it is available. Dave McMenamin has logged many miles, many games with the Lakers. He is at the Staples Center, the LA Live complex. You saw that where the fans have gathered over the last day in something of a Kobe Fellowship collective. And Dave, we finally get a small glimpse from the Lakers about what's going on. Very minimal information. What do you have that the franchise is doing behind the scenes?
Well, John, first of all, they're being very sensitive and cognitive of the Vanessa Bryant and the rest of the Bryant family, working in conjunction with her for any plans they would make, and also working in conjunction with the league office. Now, today, Kobe Bryant just wasn't a Lakers player. He was a Lakers employee for 20 years, and it's a family-run business, and there's many Lakers employees that worked alongside him for years, and so the team brought in grief counselors for employees to be able to meet with in both group and one-on-one sessions. And they canceled practice as a team. Tomorrow, the players will come in. They're going to have a light workout, I'm told, and have some sort of team luncheon where they can all reflect and be together and to figure out how they want to move forward as a group. Because they're going to get back into the grind of the regular season with a game Friday at Staples Center against the Portland Trail Blazers.
So the franchise, the organization closing ranks, understandably. You haven't been able to talk to anybody currently on the roster, but former Lakers, obviously, you know, we hear the Laker for life thing. What are you hearing from those fellows that you've talked to?
Yeah, John, I spoke to Jordan Farmar today, and he told me that I've barely been able to go an hour without breaking down crying since I heard the news yesterday. Similar sentiments coming from Luke Walton and Brian Shaw, who was both a player and a coach with Kobe Bryant. Josh Powell, who was a bench player on those Pau Gasol Kobe championship teams and really developed a bond there. And then Gilbert Arenas, a former opponent of Kobe's, who has young children in the Southern California area and got to know Kobe in his post-playing career. He told me that Kobe told him this summer, you have so much knowledge to give to the game, you should really think about finding an outlet for that. And Gilbert told me, I got to do it. I got to listen to what Kobe told me. The days of wild Gilbert are over. You know, if that's the type of impact that Kobe can have posthumously, that's saying a lot.
Dave McMenamin in Los Angeles, where he still will have a story to cover tomorrow. It just will not be the Lakers-Clippers game. Thank you, Dave.
Current Laker Anthony Davis posted this photo with Kobe from the 2012 Olympics when Team USA won a gold medal. Man, this is a tough one for me. You were the first guy to put me under your wing and show me the ins and outs of the league. Had so many great convos about
When we found out at the beginning of practice, and everybody just stopped in their tracks and basically sat down on the floor in disbelief, and nobody said a word because there's no words to describe what everybody was feeling, and everybody just sort of wandered off and went home. We didn't know what to do, and today we got on the plane and just had a workout, and just still just in absolute shock about the news.
UConn women's basketball team paid tribute to Gianna Bryant tonight, leaving her a spot on their bench, one she'll never get to claim.